Hello guys, this is Paolo, your favorite influencer, and today we are commentating Lynet versus Willpower's match. And I'm joined by Largaros for the first time.
Hello everybody. This is my first commentary, but um, we'll try to keep it fresh, and I won't go in too much about detail, and we'll kind of do it together, and I won't ramble on too much.
Yeah, kind of hyped to do the first commentary with you, Largaros. Hopefully we will do more in the future.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Maybe do a championship match, that would be cool. But now we are facing the match of Lynet and Willpower, which are both like in the last place of Division D6, and it's about demoting. And I think Lynet can still keep himself in D as well as Willpower can, because they still got 3 matches to go. And yeah, hopefully Lynet will succeed because yeah, Lynet is one of my Dominion friends, just as Largaros, and
Yeah,
therefore I'm pretty biased. So go Lynet, go Lynet, go Lynet. Yeah, I'm rooting for Lynet this game, and I hope he
yeah,
will
me
not
too.
screw up.
Even though we should be quite unbiased, but maybe at this league level, I mean, generally in league, it's not a big deal to be a little bit biased.
Yeah, it's not crazy. So what do we have
So
here?
opening, I think Squire looks good at the first glance, but is there trashing?
There is no trashing, which
Yeah,
kind of sucks at Lynet's position because he doesn't have the 5-2.
yeah.
It
I
seems
think,
very unfortunate. Not having the 5-2 here is just abysmal, in my opinion.
but you have dwellers, so you could get something out of that.
Yeah, but the
Maybe gain
favors.
experiment, and then on the second turn use one cave dweller.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's very important to say. You should definitely go with the cake for turn 2, I think. Like he has the experiment in the shuffle and he has a chance to get the witch as well. But sadly, he has to use both of his experiments here. But I think it's still worth it to do it because the witch is just so important.
Yeah, and look at willpower shuffle.
Yeah, he sees the witch turn 3 and
At least doesn't hit five, so Lynette is doing fine, but willpower has gotten a strong start. That's good for him.
yeah, it's very good for him. He will pick up some experiments. Yeah, makes sense. Probably Lynette will take some experiments too here.
From from the first glance, I think Captain is going to be incredibly strong here.
You really think Captain is going to be strong? Oh yeah, Captain Experiment. Yeah, for sure. For
Yes.
sure, yeah. I was not seeing this for a second. Willpower, thinking
And
about.
also, I think there's a case for Squire to be captained.
Yeah, maybe, but probably the first thing
Experiment is
is,
better for
is
sure. So
better.
I think in the late game you want to kind of leave the pile empty at the start of at the end of turn, so your opponent can't play Captain Experiment.
Yeah, if you can get there, that's pretty good.
I feel like we will get there with with it being such an important card here.
Yeah. I would have liked the second witch over that ferryman, I gotta be honest with you. What do you
Yeah.
think about this ferryman with the shepherd?
Well, I think I often neglect trashing a little bit. I mean, not trashing, junking a little bit too much. I like to focus on my own deck more than kind of junk opponents, and which I particularly don't like that much because you can end up drawing it with a witch and having many witches I don't like. And I think Fairman gives a nice kind of balance to the deck, but um, I think you could be right, definitely.
Yeah, I think the second witch is just so important here because the witch
Yeah.
screws up the shepherd draw and everything else, and there's no trashing. So I think this should have definitely been a second witch, in my opinion, but I do not hate the ferryman either.
You go for captain if you're in it now.
That's a good question. I would still prefer the second witch, honestly, but
Yeah.
and
Well, yeah, I can't blame you.
just to you have to win the curse split here, and then you can shift, I think, into captain stuff.
I think
But
Captain Sycophant is also considerable.
what?
I think
I didn't understand. Are you still there? Can't hear you now. I do not hear your voice, Largaros.
is it
Yeah, yeah, now I can hear you again.
okay? Yeah, strange. I'm using my hotspot, so it should be all right. My network, but all right.
Willpower got the first captain.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. But which is basically also trashing. So yeah, now that I look at it, if I had a recruiter that was not able to get villagers, I would definitely go for it.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
as a witch, I think it's less appealing to me. But I think that might be also kind of a flaw of my game. So
Looks like Lynnet lost the curse split pretty badly,
yeah,
which would probably cost him the game, sadly, but let's not let's not say it right now, but I think it's pretty hard for Lynnet to come back here. Also used his favors. Luckily he saw his captain here. He'll probably
I'm
play.
also looking at could Rabble potentially be actually pretty good at attacking now.
Definitely, yeah. I think Rebel should be the card to pick up if you like want to draw.
Yeah, and if your willpower definitely also. Lynette could potentially even hope for to get annoying hexes for the opponent if he misses werewolves. But I
Yeah, but I
think
think
that might
the Rebel
that's
attack
kind of
does
that's
more.
also playing Hope Dominion.
Yeah. I think the Rebel attack does more, like if Lynette top decks like 4 or 5 curses, it will look pretty bad. But yeah, Lynette hits 5 here again. So this will probably be another ferryman, I would say.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense. But I think as Lynette you can start maybe greening a little bit earlier than normal.
yeah, but the question is,
That's what I would do. Like get maybe duchies or something like that to feed the shepherds and hope for kind of lucky collisions with shepherds.
Yeah, but I think I would still want a few more captains before that.
Yeah,
Maybe you
definitely.
can get a bit of deck control with the captains before greening here, I would say. Like I would
I think
still.
playing
Mhm.
solid when you're in a losing position is never easy in Dominion.
No, it's not. You gotta
You
keep your nerves.
cannot lower the piles and cannot really go for points too much because then you kind of lose deck control and
Yeah,
you end up in a position where you sometimes even have to buy gold or something like that.
yeah, that's true. So Lynets is their captain, which is nice. I do think even Philosopher's Stones makes a bit of sense here in this game because it's like all full of
Hmm.
junk. But I don't see.
I really like your thinking. I think it's going for the potion is what stops it. But
Yeah,
if
that
there
can.
was tragic hero, I definitely could see
Yeah,
it being gained.
would be nice for sure. Lynet goes for the province, which I don't love. Honestly, I would have loved to
Yeah.
see another captain here, but yeah, maybe it's fine.
How many shepherds does Lynet have? Two?
Lynet has two shepherds, yeah. Both have two.
Okay, so not super justified based on that.
Does willpower trigger the shuffle here? Probably not. He also goes with the province, okay. So we're both starting to green now. And probably willpower stack is better for does better with the greening. But we'll see. Yeah, this is a very sad hand for Lynette.
Yes.
Probably still another captain. I would not want silvers in my deck, I think.
Yeah, I think silvers is like almost like junking yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
For a moment in the opening, I was even looking at could Magnate be a possibility, but definitely not with the curses.
Yeah, Magnet in general, I think needs a lot of setup to be
Yes,
good.
definitely.
Yeah, but when it's
Or
strong, it's really a nice card in my opinion. You can draw
yeah, it
like
is.
a million
If you
cards with
have
it.
any kind of villager, for example, it can pop off.
Yeah,
Or Sculptor example is really nice with Magnate.
yeah. I just once spectated a game with Magnet and Trader and Colonies, which was like there were huge megaturns with like Trader trashing Colony and then drawing up 11 silvers, which was crazy. This was really amazing.
Was it a Panic Kingdom?
No, it was not. It was like I don't know, Trader and Magnate, and I think Recruiter was also in the kingdom. Was just very
Well, the
strong.
experiments are at 10.
Yeah, no one's getting them anymore. They are
Well, yeah, there's no workshop variant, so I guess it makes sense.
yeah, limiting
But I
5.
think in the late game, getting an experiment is like basically same as getting two laboratories because you might not see them even even if it stayed in the deck, you wouldn't see them more than once.
That is true, yeah. Okay, Lynette starts buying estates.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about estate being 2 points here.
Yeah,
I think there could be a case for going pretty heavy on estates, kind of as a rush almost, but you need to definitely prepare with kind of shepherds beforehand if you do that.
yeah,
I
yeah,
like I like Ferryman Shepherd because it kind of makes sure you don't go reckless with the shepherds, and you can have some kind of support that draws you victory points, and you can discard copper or curses.
yeah. I also like the combination of these two,
Yeah,
but I still would love to see more captains. Like this werewolf is probably not doing that much.
yeah. I mean, and duration laboratories. You don't have a lot to complain about that in a kingdom like this.
Yeah, for sure not.
And there is plus buy too. So and there's explosive draw that accelerates when you draw a little bit. Kind of very Shepherd needs a little bit to kickstart itself,
Yeah,
and seems like Willpower is doing doing just that right now. But Lynet also has a nice hand coming up,
yeah, for
and
sure.
two captain in play. So I think we are going to see some dynamic endgame here.
Hopefully, yeah. So what is that? 10 and 3 buys. That is pretty good here, I would say. How do
Maybe
we feel?
captain two estates.
Yeah, I like that. I was just about to ask you that. What do you think about Captain Two Estates? No, we go for another ferryman.
I think that's not bad either, but
Yeah,
just getting the value out of the estates when you're kind of leading would be nice, so you put even more pressure on your opponent.
yeah, for sure. I would have liked the estates, definitely. Lynette is drawing here. So let's
Eh,
see. Maybe he's even drawing his deck here, but I don't think so. There's still a bit too much curses left. And no shepherd in
Yeah,
the
and
deck anymore. This is
werewolf. Okay, found it.
like the max of Lynette's turn here, I think. Lynette's
Yeah,
deck cannot do more than this, I suppose.
yeah, and that's a sign to buy more captain, right? Or well, it kind of goes against general rules to start greening and then come back to building an engine, but you're at the end of the shuffle. So right now the cards you buy are going to go back in the deck immediately.
Yeah, so I would have maybe liked two captains, but I'm not sure at this point if it's even worth it.
Yeah, captain doesn't uh, give the value that fast. So I think making some kind of combination with experiment ferryman and victory points is the right play, probably, in my opinion.
Yeah, you could be right on that.
But
Yeah,
kind of getting one experiment already is getting like two captains if you won't see the captains. I mean, you probably will see the captains so that you have time for the duration part of the card also. But even so, I think experiment also has a
yeah.
case to be.
I did not understand why Willpower didn't draw on. He probably knew that he had a shepherd down there. He will get another nice
Surprising to not
turn.
play the captain before shepherds.
Yeah, that's a good call. Normally you always want to play your other draw cards before your shepherds to
Yeah.
get the most green in your hand before drawing your whole deck with the shepherd. But he gets another good turn, and maybe the province here wasn't even necessary. I think could have just gone ferryman, two ferryman, and a state, I think, and try to pile out next turn.
Wait, isn't two ferrymen and estate a pilot already?
No, because I think they did. Oh, they could not afford. They could not afford two ferrymen and
Right.
an estate. How much coin did they have? I don't know. About 12.
Yeah, that Lynnet definitely gave a fight.
Yeah,
If this is over, I mean, this could or I think Willpower had it in hand actually there, or already has it in hand. Okay, yeah.
yeah, okay. So that's it for game one. Um, Willpower taking the lead here.
And I think we are going to see some kind of more skilled stuff now.
Yeah, this board already looks a bit better in my opinion. Although the draw
I
is
feel like
lacking.
replace chariot race is going to be important.
Replace is definitely gonna be important, but I think Fortress is going to be more important than Chariot Race.
Yeah,
But
but you can, for example, top deck gold and play chariot race.
yeah, I I still think
Do you not
Fortress.
want to go for kind of turning fortresses into provinces with the sidestep of gold? Would you just go straight for duchies?
Yeah, but I think Dachi doesn't do that much here. Like you said, I
Yeah,
think
that's true. I'm maybe thinking about the later game when I am saying that, but maybe I should focus on the opening now.
yeah. What do you think about Lynnet borrowing for a replace here?
I think it's fine.
It's definitely fine, but I can also see double amulet being good.
Yeah, I never like to go for two terminals in my openings, but maybe the chance of them colliding is not that bad.
But it's sometimes really good to go for two terminals, I think.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's risky. So yeah, for sure double amulet is pretty good here. But yeah, Lynette finds an estate, but misses his amulet, and Willpower having again, a very good draw with finding the amulet turn 3 and even turn 4.
how did I miss Vassal, by the way? I think Vassal and Courier could be important.
It depends on how good how fast you are trashing, but I think the trashing maybe is a bit too slow for a vessel.
Okay.
Not 100% sure, but will they top deck a courier here? No, they go for another fortress. Probably engineer also looks quite reasonable here. The
Yeah.
3s and 4s are very nice to gain here. I do not love the Candlestick Maker. In general, I think Candlestick Maker is not a very good card.
How do you feel about Riverboat Barbarian?
Yeah, I've also wanted you to ask the question. I think, like with the Fortress, it's probably not as good as
Yeah.
it would normally be in this kingdom. I still think you
Yeah,
could
you
go
don't
for it.
really want to give your opponent a free riverboat or chariot race from the trashing fortress.
Yeah,
And if you go for a barbarian, you usually go for it pretty hard.
yeah. I don't see the
But
case here.
but maybe riverboat could potentially be kind of spreading the economy. If you have some bad turns, then you can still province in the late game. But I really don't like buying riverboat here.
No, it will give you a few curses, but it's just yeah, and
You can
even
just
the
trash them.
yeah. So willpower getting pretty clean here.
But wait, is chariot race with a riverboat actually a big threat?
What do you
Oh,
mean?
no, it's not because riverboat is it comes at the start of turn, right? Normally, I think chariot race could be you could use it to kind of scout what the opponent has on the top of the deck, and then decide whether to riverboat. And they have kind of a nice synergy where you would like to have them to have a cheap card on the top of the deck.
Yeah,
And if it's an expensive one, then you can definitely just barbarian it.
yeah, for sure. What do you think about Camel Train here, just for the gold?
I was just about to ask you the same thing. I think having the gold in exile is really good.
Yeah, in general, I think gold is a very good card here.
Yes,
It's the late game thing you want to do with replace, I think. Replacing
yes.
golds into provinces is pretty good.
But so if you want to replace gold into province, why would you not like to top deck gold and chariot race into it?
Yeah, if you can mid-turn gain a gold, could be a good play, yeah. You're not picking up more chariot races. But willpower,
Well, yeah, I guess the engine is not that strong, so
yeah, chariot race definitely makes sense. I think,
yeah.
will definitely pile here. But willpower already pretty well set up
Yeah, I think
to,
turn 10 and only 2 replaces gained is kind of surprising to me.
yeah, I think willpower has the ability now to gain a second replace by replacing the fortress, I think. If they do
Yeah,
not want the gold, I'm not so sure. But yeah, how come the double amulet really paid off for willpower? I think so they're in a much better spot now again.
I'm just trying to look if Way of the Monkey could be anyhow significant, but I don't think it will be.
No, I also don't think it will be
And
that good.
Burrow is also quite miserable. Maybe if you hit 7, you can province if it's really important, but I think the one card is extremely valuable that you're missing.
Yeah, yeah, that's 100% right, I think. Do we pop this engineer here for the last two chariot races?
I would do it because it goes straight into the shuffle.
Yeah, I would also think I would do it.
Two
Let's
chariot race, one fortress, right?
no, they go for two chariot races and probably buy a fortress.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
what I would have done.
Yeah, so maybe the vessel doesn't look that bad here. Now for
Yeah.
Willpower's deck, he doesn't have any treasures anymore in his deck. So maybe
Also,
hmm,
one reason why I suggested mid-turn gold gain is just because you could avoid the vassal collisions if you don't have any in your deck otherwise. You just have fortresses and you do double replace.
yeah.
I might be overthinking. That's really typical for me to kind of look at small interactions and think they're too significant. So now this chariot race top decks, what the opponent has on top of their deck is going to be extremely important. We will see.
Amulet.
Amulet, that's the almost the best scenario. With replace, I don't hate chariot race as much as I usually do, but still kind of pisses me off that card because the getting a expensive card in your own deck is not that hard, but
Yeah.
making sure your opponent doesn't have an expensive card on their deck, that's impossible almost.
So I'm really questioning myself, what is Willpower going to do now that he has completed his deck? Is he straight going for province now? Because your draw is limited to 5 cards? I mean, it has to be province for
Hey,
oh
what was that? Was it replace? Oh no,
nah, that is pretty bad for Lynet.
that is extremely bad. And yeah, when you go for riverboat, you can always wish for that to happen, but there's no guarantee. Now I think Linux basically has to get replaced in order to be in this game, and that copper top deck also just salt to the wounds.
Yeah. So do you replace into province here?
Replacing the province and chariot, I mean, you don't even have to go that far because
Yeah, probably not.
your opponent has a curse on top of their deck. I mean, copper, so
Yeah.
it's really insignificant. I think there's also a case for another replace, but maybe with this engine, it's
Yeah, it's a lot of stop
not
cards,
super good.
but yeah, maybe a second replace. Maybe they could have done like replace and monkey one of the actions and go replace camel train, but I'm not that sure.
This is not a okay. Maybe this hand is not that bad because I was just wondering the chance of you dodging a barbarian are low with this hand, but there's no barbarian in play, so can forget about that. Chariot race on top. That's also a little bit tough luck from Lynet.
Yeah, you're probably replacing
Dealing
province
provinces.
province every
Well, yeah,
turn consistently.
but you don't hit. hit a second province here. Maybe you just get. Wait, what? Oh yeah, Fortress Way of the Monkey.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're not taking the camel train.
And do you go for engineer here?
Yeah, I would have probably liked the engineer here because you can
You can
I
do a lot
think
of stuff with engineer.
yeah, you can maybe even rush like the estates.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. And also, there's a chance you rush curses
Yeah,
if you kind of mill provinces a few times or gain a few duchies, estates, something like that. Then if you end up gaining different victory points for some kind of reason, you can just gain the curses.
that's correct. Yeah.
So I think engineer is often, I think in the late game it's really underrated because you can gain it with depth and you need no money for piling out if you have a few engineers.
Yeah, that's true. So Lynet wants to replace back, which is kind of reasonable.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I think
I
getting a
think
second replace is not unjustified, definitely.
I think at
Now
this
that curse
point, it,
curse going away, it's quite bad.
I think at this point it's a bit too late going for the second replace.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I can see what where you're coming from. But do you think going for duchy is better or just
yeah,
maybe?
that's a good question. I don't know what in his spot is a good thing, but yeah, the game already is over because Willpower spotted a
Yeah.
nice pile out. So 2-0 now for Willpower.
Oh, this is a nice one. Oh my God, this is a good one.
This is definitely a good one, yeah. Nice that we agree on that. So we got Dame Anna for
I'm looking at
trashing.
Overlord being great.
Yeah, Overlord
Then
definitely is great. The
I think
question,
Daymana is. I think it's. Oh, where? Yeah, there's a hunting lodge. I was saying about to say that if Diplomat is the only village, then going for the knights is kind of could be could be a mistake.
yeah,
But apparently no. I think you will end up actually using stonemason's upper portion, which is quite rare. But the question is, what do you trash with it? I think you trash loot.
yeah, that could definitely come up in the late game,
Yes.
trashing the loot. But how would you open here, honestly? Is it just Overlord
Um,
for you, or
depends what numbers do you get, but I think putting a geode egg in your open is not totally crazy.
uh,
But I think
I
definitely
don't
the
love it.
Overlord.
I don't love it. I would like on
Okay,
the 4-3, I would like to Poet Overlord, and on the 3-4, I would just do an Overlord and pay off the debt.
right, yeah,
And just try to play Dame Anna as often as possible, and then I
yeah,
would I would go for the jeweled eggs, I think,
yeah.
after that.
But also I think I would have not played already. I would have waited. This is a league match, so I would have taken a bit of time in the opening.
Yeah, that's fair for sure. Lynet
I
luckily
think also
finds.
one thing to notice that when you trash dual deck, you get a card out of it. if that's anyhow
Oh
significant.
yeah, because of the footpad. So maybe not. Oh, they just draw into the jewels, which is pretty nice for them. Maybe triggering the shuffle was a mistake. What do you think?
I have to
I
go back to see that. I'm. It's hard for me to be focused in kind of opening theory or and shuffles at the same time.
Yeah, it's hard, but
Wait,
yeah,
I'm going to put Lynet on my side since he's probably the one that will be watching more of the video. Or I don't know if Willpower will watch the video, but Lynet definitely will.
oh, we played a hunting lodge. That's pretty. That was a pretty cool play by Willpower.
Yeah, I think I would want to go for Hunting Lodge, and call me crazy, but I think Fortune Hunter is not that horrible here with all the loot and Hunting Lodge.
Yeah, that could be a
But
hot
Merchant
take.
Guild could just outscale it.
I think Merchant Guild's deck is probably better and played. Yeah, I think Merchant Guild is a bit better, but
Yeah,
not sure.
I think if you get some nice loots, you can add a Fortune Hunter or a few.
What would be your favorite loot here?
Well, I think hmm, there's a lot of good loots to play mid turn. I think Staff is nice, and also Spell Scroll. It's really good here.
Yeah, Spell Scroll would be really nice. That's right.
I definitely don't want doubloons like someone got, but that would encourage me to go for Stonemason.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I think Stonemason would be a nice way to get your economy, I mean, engine going a little bit faster because you can get 2 cards when you buy it, and after that you can start trashing loot and gold to get more of the 5 costs.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think about snatching day mana from the supply?
Yeah, would be definitely a good play, but these players are just going hard for overlords, which makes it kind of hard to hit some numbers here.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I can definitely see Overlord when you
Yeah,
kind of want to play Merchant Guild Hunting Lodge, Merchant Guild Hunting Lodge. So,
yeah, for sure.
have Young Witches been played? I don't think so. I think
Yeah,
there should have been some kind of scenarios where you want to do it, but could be wrong. Him and a Hunting Lodge here.
I think so. Yeah. Oh no, they go for a diplomat here.
That's really surprising to me.
Yeah, yeah, that's very surprising. Yeah, here we see the nice stonemason, the stonemason you were talking about.
Wait, did we see the Stonemason? Oh, right, yeah, there's gold in the trash. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, there's Overlord, so you don't even have to gain the Stonemason, but I think getting Stonemason would be so easy. You could overpay 2 and get 3 Stonemasons, and you could support it with all the Overlords.
the problem is now Lynet cannot get rid of the last jeweled eggs, which is kind of a problem, I think, because now
Well,
willpower
they
is.
can they? No, they can even. Oh my God, they
Oh,
got
they
the
can
gold,
stonemason, yeah.
and they got the gold.
It's probably pretty nice. So what do we do now as Lynnet?
Wait, not trashing copper?
Why are they not trashing copper? Maybe they think about biding time, but I think
That's true.
it's
Yeah, and I think Lynet likes binding time a lot.
yeah, it is a nice prophecy for sure.
Yeah.
Two jeweled eggs, okay, and maybe the last overlord. Oh, I really don't love that.
Well, you have priced gold, so
Yeah, but you still could have done more for the deck control and maybe gaining the last
yeah,
overlord
definitely.
would have been a better play.
So right now, I think there will be a situation where you want to buy stonemasons because that puts a lot of pressure on your opponent with the piles that low. Or that's what I would do here,
Yeah.
but can't really say before I see what kind of numbers they hit in the buy phase. Could this be a young witch? You can see the children in your opponent's discard pile, so
Yeah, maybe, but with the goat, I don't know if
yeah,
it's.
but your opponent also has a dual deck and no deck control almost. I mean, has deck control, but uh, definitely that one curse could do something. And I don't. Well, and maybe you need the coppers for economy too. But right, yeah, definitely go for a stonemason, hunting lodge, or something like that.
Stonemason Hunting Lodge Merchant Guild, maybe?
I don't think you need merchant guild. I think um, if you have only one card in your hand, you want it to be a hunting lodge, and you have overlords.
Yeah, maybe that's you're correct there. And you can also top deck it with the insignia.
Oh yeah, right.
So I think
And we
insignia
did
is
see a stonemason, and I'm guessing that there will be a situation where um, there's a stonemason pile out available.
yeah, for sure.
I'm talking about the upper portion also. So you can gain stonemasons with stonemason, and you draw them immediately because of footpad. So let's see what Lynet takes from this. Wait,
What?
how
Oh,
did
you play the
this?
Merchant Guild.
Okay, so basically two coppers are now trashed because they're in. Oh wait, but hunting lodge doesn't work with binding time. You need to trash.
Oh yeah, that is right. Hunting Lodge doesn't really work that well with biding time. But yeah, it looks like Willpower stack is a lot more functional here. You will see all
Yeah,
of their cards.
I think the way you're going to use binding time in this game is just maybe leaving one hunting lodge or overlord in your hand and making sure you don't dot. And is there a pilot? I think there's a win now.
Is there on some
Yeah,
Masons or
there is a win, I think. Oh no, no, no! You didn't need a lot of money to do it. Wait, how many? How much money did they have? They would have needed four buys and I think 14 money. in order to win.
I did that.
Stonemason overpay 2 and do it 3 times and then get estate.
Instead, they go for the mountain pass and they take the points, which makes sense because they now got a
Is
lot
there a
of
way to see?
buffers.
Is there a way to see how much money Willpower had?
No, sadly not, but I think they had like 14
Did they
money or
have
something
14?
like that.
If they had 14, they had the win. Stonemason, I really like that play actually. Because you also draw this besides getting the new loot.
Yeah, draw 3 cards here. He will play another stonemason probably, which will trigger his shuffle. No. Yeah, it will.
And the last Overlord, could it possibly be a Fortune Hunter?
Probably, right? Or maybe even a young witch. I don't know.
Young Witch also looks good.
I think Lynnet should have probably taken the points here. The mountain pass points.
I would trash Copper with Priced Goat.
Yeah,
Or at least calculate if you want to do it, because, well, yeah.
and that's actually okay. So definitely you should be shooting for a win now, I think.
Yeah.
So
Now
double hunting
it would be
lodge.
even easier to get the win. Going
Yeah,
for a Hunting Lodge pilot, I see. It would be just so easy to pilot the Stonemasons. But I guess that works too.
yeah. They will definitely have enough to stonemason for 2 hunting lodges, and they just need 2 estates then. Should be
Yeah.
pretty easy for willpower.
I think they have it in hand if they played Fortune Hunters.
Oh yeah, they have it in hand already, right?
Yeah.
If they play Overlord as stonemason again and trash the
Or
insignia.
even Footpad it could be. I mean, yeah, of course you go for Fortune Hunter, but yeah. Plays Hunting Lodge. That seems risky. Or maybe, oh yeah, maybe it's not.
And
Play
now they
Stonemason. Okay, and now it's a
see
win.
double hunting lodge.
So yeah, I think biggest thing I think Lynet had was just the trashing.
What did you say?
Lynet's game, I think the trashing was just the kind of fall of the game.
Hmm. Yeah, the Dame Anna play for sure was very centralizing, I think. So we got a 3-0 now for willpower. So hopefully Lynette will come back here and gain
Oh,
forward.
university. That's cool. Apprentice University is so fun.
It is, yeah. Question is, do
And
we?
do you need fair?
I think at some
I
point
think you
for
do
sure,
need
yeah.
fair.
We also got
How
cattle
about
for close
treasure trove
by.
with its engine?
Yeah, treasure trove looks pretty good here, right? Because you can apprentice goals and draw.
Oh yeah, Lynet got the apprentice open. That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
And you can get the. Do you go for overlord or silver?
No, I would definitely go for silver here.
Yeah,
Like, what does your overlord
because you
do?
want to hit potion.
Really? Do you
Oh,
want university?
there's no. I mean, there's gladiator which gives economy, but I mean, I guess they were able to get out of debt quite quick. And I would overlord iron works here and gain a potion.
I would think about apprenticing this estate, but I'm not
But
sure.
then you can get your overlord apprentice and potion in the shuffle.
That's right, yeah. So not an easy decision to make, I think.
Yeah.
I'm still questioning myself if university is that important here.
Well,
Like,
yeah, it might not be even remotely important because you have treasure trove for the expensive stuff, and can you even use ironworks to get something? But I think I would get a mid-turn university with ironworks, so you don't have to spend so much time kind of chasing the university with buying a potion.
interesting. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's still worth it to go for the university. I cannot really say it, but having a lot of apprentices for sure is not bad for your deck.
Yeah, and I think university can also kind of win you the apprentice split, which is something that I like.
What do you
So
think
I
about
think
the highwayman here? Oh no, they go for the potion.
potion. I think that's not bad, but I feel like you want to get rid of coppers, and I feel like lookout could have been a good buy with maybe 12, or
Yeah,
is
look
that
up, right?
crazy? Yeah.
I think
You
Lynet
have
is
two
already
apprentices.
thin enough.
You definitely would like to see the silver with some of them.
I think it's too late for Lynet to go for lookout, but yeah.
But you end up getting more copper from the treasure trove.
Yeah, but I think it's also fine to apprentice the coppers, although
Yeah, I
it's
guess
not
so.
that crazily good. Like apprentice is not that good at threshing coppers, but I think
I
it's
mean, it's still a non-terminal, so you can stack them. Do you think we'll see fortune? Well, just as I was about to say,
yeah, probably yeah. I think what else is there to do but
I
ramping
feel
up
like
payload
capital
more?
fortune is that a combo?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Because you're like ramping up payload a lot and then doubling it, which
yeah,
doesn't really leave you in debt.
yeah. I remember it's quite common that you have debt in a fortune game and then you see your money double even though you haven't paid debt yet, and that makes capital quite strong.
Yeah.
You actually get the five. Is it five money? No, you get the
What did you say? I can't hear you now, Largaros. Hope to hear you soon again.
you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's fine.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, okay, great.
So finally we are gaining Highwayman, which is pretty good here.
Yeah, Highwayman looks great because then you don't rely on shuffle luck with your apprentices.
Yeah, it's the best draw on the
And
sport.
also, it's a 5, so university makes it easy to gain.
This is like the first game I would say where Lynet, I think, does do better and make better decisions. Like I really
Yeah,
don't know what the double blockade is doing. Triple blockade. No, you got four blockades.
yeah,
Willpower got four blockades, and I am not sure where this should lead because what do you want to blockade?
yeah, that's
Gladiator? That doesn't seem very
possibly,
inspiring.
but yeah, you definitely don't go for any kind of estate rush.
Yeah, for sure not. And it's not that good at hitting five, so I really don't love the blockades from Willpower here.
I feel like it blockade has a case in the opening as one of, but you even then you have to kind of look at your opponent's deck a lot and make sure you're blockading what they need the most. How many turns do you think this is going to be? Over or under 17?
I would say over 17 turns, but I'm really not sure about that. I don't think we're gonna see free piles. I think this will end on provinces.
Yeah, I would also make that call.
I would say triple province is should be the play here, or
Yeah,
maybe you
could
can
be
get
even more if
yeah,
capital gets out of hand.
for sure, yeah. Wants another potion. Really?
I don't think that's I don't think that's completely insane, but
I
also
I think it is.
yeah, well, you can also just trash the potion, so it's not the end of the world, but might as well
Mm,
get an ironworks then.
yeah,
Trust the blockade, right?
yeah.
Oh
C6.
yeah, great hand.
Probably get another highwayman.
What can you reveal to be sure? What did
Apprentice.
reveals apprentice? Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Willpower
Oh,
has no apprentice. Weirdly.
I'm so surprised about that. Why didn't I just look at the piles? Um, And I think actually 12 will be somehow, so at some point it will be significant. Yeah,
Yeah, now we see the double delve, but
definitely trash a potion, right? Or you don't know what you're going to draw at high value, but I'm so surprised about the gains. Alright, you have Overlord, that's why there's no apprentice gain. I'm forgetting something.
the willpower already trashed the only potion, but they blockade then another potion. But yeah, I think it really comes down to who gets the first two highwaymen into play. And if you
Yeah,
like
that could definitely be important.
2 or 3 highwaymen into play, you're already drawing your deck, and then you can really focus on the payload stuff.
Yeah, then you can trash copper.
They should do potion here, I think. Yeah.
These guys really are gaining potions like it's a vineyard game.
Yeah. So what is this for Lynet? What do you do here?
Well, at least university, right? And then maybe 12 and uh, highwayman or apprentice,
Another
I think.
highwayman, right?
Yeah, probably. And that's what we see. So yeah. I'm really inexperienced with highwayman, but I think I should definitely add that card to my game because it discards itself.
Yeah, it's definitely a strong attack. I think it's one of my favorite cards of the
Yeah,
game, and I really like it because it sometimes does shut down like money strategies.
yeah. And imagine against a crown deck or something like that.
Yeah, it has an anti synergy with crown. Like even in your action phase, you cannot stop
Yeah,
by crowning actions. You have to like yeah, you cannot like crown actions in your action phase if you are in under highwayman attack. But yeah, at this point, I would really love to see Treasure Trove now, I think.
I think it's fair to also trash trash potion here.
Yeah, for sure, you don't want the universities
You don't
anymore.
want to lower universities too much also when you're Lynet is kind of leading, so making risky plays is not necessary.
Yeah, but I think with university, you always have to consider that it's still a stop card
Yes,
and it can only gain apprentice. So
but you can trash university for 4 cards.
that's right, yeah, and that will probably come up soonish, I would
Yeah, I
say.
feel like it will if they remember the rule. I remember because I have made engines where you trash transmutes with apprentice.
Yeah, that's pretty fun, in my opinion. You
Yeah.
really like transmute, right?
Yeah, it's my favorite alchemy card.
That's cool. It's a pretty unique card.
It's definitely a unique card.
I often do pick it up and then I lose the game, but I don't care because playing
It's
with
cool.
transmute is just so fun.
I
So
definitely, well, I haven't played it on ladder in my life, but I play so much custom games, so I've kind of let out my steam in there, and I don't have an urge to play transmute in ladder that because of that. But I
okay,
definitely would like more than transmute synergy in a game someday. But yeah, back to the game. Um,
Lynet
so
decides to go for a triple delve here instead of the treasure trove,
yeah,
which I don't love. I really want the treasure trove now, I think. Let's see what Willpower does. I think they will decide to go for a treasure trove themselves because apprenticing goals will make your engine work here.
when do you think it's right to go for capital?
I would have to count it out like with the fortune, but I think hmm, it's a rough decision.
Yes,
I think I would
but
rather I would rather
willpower
have
could use a treasure trove.
yeah they both could. I think I would go for treasure trove instead of capital here because I don't think you need to plus buy that
Yeah, I
much.
think just preparing for the fortune, especially if you're Lynet, because then you have the control to do it.
Oh,
And
they
they do go
decide to
for
go for the
capital.
capital. Okay.
Do you like treasure trove because of the economy or because it feels apprentice or
Yeah,
both?
because it is apprentice food, I think.
Yeah, and
It's still important to draw deck
you don't have
here.
to rely, you don't really hurt the copper doesn't hurt you because you have the duration draw. And we definitely want to see a fortune gain this turn, right?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, that seems appropriate. There you could have, I mean, maybe it's not right to trash university.
Next turn for sure it could be right to do that.
Yeah,
I think this turn you want at least to get you want to gain the last apprentices before that.
maybe even trash an apprentice.
Yeah, I don't really know what's down there, but
Yeah, that's true. But if it's good cards, then you want them in hand, and if it's bad cards, you don't want them in your next turn.
there is another gladiator.
I feel like gladiator, getting a gladiator in play would be quite nice because of the fortune. You actually would like the gold just as an apprentice feel.
Yeah, but
But
they
yeah, I
don't have
also
the
like the
terminal
play.
space. I think
Yeah,
they should play as much high playing more highwayman is more important, I think.
so you can't play all the apprentices here.
Yeah, just play 3 highwaymen and then
Oh yeah, right.
get a fortune now,
Yes.
which comes with 1 gold, which is nice.
No, I think this is a fine starting hand. Whenever you see Apprentice in your starting hand, you're safe.
Yeah. Does
If
Willpower look
University
for a
would gain
pilot
capital,
here?
oh,
Oh, yeah, he does. And he does have it.
oh,
Because of the ironworks, Lynnet was not too unaware of the pilot here. And now they lost the game. I would have
oh.
also missed it.
Yeah, that's
That's
a rough
why,
bug out.
yeah, that's why probably they held on to the blockades to go for such a
Yeah,
pilot. But yeah, I would have also not spotted it.
yeah, me too. Oh, so Cathedral or no Cathedral? I think I would go for it. Go for it, right?
Hmm.
Oh, there's Farrier, so maybe not.
That's what?
There's Farrier
A
or
farrier, okay.
yeah.
What has farrier to do with cathedral?
Well, you kind of want the copper in hand at the start of the game.
We for sure got a lot of trashing options here, but I think
Yeah,
cathedral should be the first. And for Lynet,
yeah. I think you're right. It speeds up the game so much.
the question is, does Lynet want vampire instead?
I would go for Vampire.
I would too.
Yeah,
The fives look pretty amazing here.
I can see Dismantle.
Yeah, for sure. With cathedral, it seems like a good thing to do here.
Yeah. So how are you going to feed the monster Cathedral? Is it Farrier? Just buy copper or something like that?
Yeah,
Oh
probably.
yeah, with Farrier, it's easy to draw into your copper.
Yeah, at some point you.
Familiar seems like a trap to me. Do you think so too?
What seems like a trap to you?
Familiar.
Yeah, familiar for sure is not good here. We got way too much trashing. That's not the boon you want to get here, I would say.
Yeah, I guess so.
So Lynette plays a vampire.
Go to the woods. I don't.
Did
Is there
they?
a discarding attack? There is Vampire, but
That's the only discard
isn't
attack.
in the early game Ferrier draw, isn't that like quite strong?
It is quite strong, yeah. But I think you can also you will have no problem like going for ranges and haunted woods is also good draw. Probably haunted woods is the better draw here than ranger.
I think this game could definitely end in a kind of nasty province pilout.
Yeah, and probably with butcher around,
And
you want
yeah,
to
and dismantle too.
get a lot of butchers. Probably
Yeah,
the end goal.
this seems like the kingdom I would be I would be pretty good at. But
Okay.
the previous ones, I think I would have misplayed a lot.
Yeah, it's always hard to say like I can say which kingdoms I'm good
Gold.
at and which expansions, and yeah,
They gain gold. I mean, buy gold.
willpower border gold.
Yes. No, that has to be a mistake, right?
Yeah, I think this should have probably they already got the dismantle, so I think this could have
No, I think
been
you want to
butcher or a
something you
vampire.
can. I think you want a way you can draw back into the stuff you dismantle also.
What?
I would definitely go for a way you can draw back into the stuff you dismantle.
Yeah, you can do that here, right?
Yeah, you could have.
What is
But
that
what
in
do
the
you
way?
gain?
I would say vampire,
Yeah, seems appropriate.
because it's a strong card, and
Or do you actually go for some kind of draw card because you get the gold, so you don't want to draw the gold in hand?
but you don't need to draw. You already got double hunted woods. I think you got enough
Yeah, yeah,
drawing
but
here.
this turn, I think gaining. Oh right, yeah, you can't do the vampire play because you have to gain the gold. The gold is forced.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a mistake on my part.
I do not know why Lynnet gained doesn't have a haunted woods already. I do not know why they gained a blessed village with their first vampire.
That's definitely not the pool you want to see.
He will probably trash Faria, right?
Um, yeah. I would like to get some kind of mid-turn draw going on, so you can do a lot of dismantle stuff.
Yeah, so you would go consider going for rangers here.
I would definitely go for a ranger. Getting two rangers would be really nice. If you have two dismantles, you could uh, play two dismantles, gain 4 cards, and draw them with ranger.
That's interesting, yeah.
But
I
you need a
also
lot
thought
of
about the ranger,
Hamlet and Blessed Village to support that.
but yeah, they
Or
really
maybe just
already have
kind
enough
of an
draw.
barriers would be also
What?
a way. Some kind of army of cantrips would also be able to draw back into the
Yeah,
dismantles. Maybe a ranger is a little bit too ambitious.
yeah. I think the double haunted woods should and the cantrips should be enough draw to
Yeah,
gain in play stuff here.
yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, definitely skip ranger. It's also terminal.
The blessed village makes sense. Oh yeah, we got the We see this interaction
That's nice.
with night cards and haunted woods. So
Oh yeah, right. That
you
one.
always have to be careful picking up night cards when you are under
Yeah,
haunted woods
that's
attack.
that's definitely true. I had a game where you had to play a mission turn to play Devil's Workshop.
Oh, okay. Okay. I really like mission.
Me too. You're in for a treat when you're going to play your game
Yeah,
in the tournament.
definitely in for a surprise. So, I was thinking about trashing the bet here as Lynnet.
Yeah, you really don't do much with it.
Maybe they're about to dismantle it, but yeah, holding on to it, I think, doesn't really make sense here. Maybe
Yeah,
in the first place you should not have gone for a vampire. I think it's fine as an opening for Lynette, but now it doesn't really do anything.
Haunted Woods. Yeah. As per usual, I'm pretty inexperienced with um, duration draw that only draws at the start of the next turn. So I I end up skipping Haunted Woods a lot, and that's probably something that I should consider stopping because uh, it's definitely strong to draw at the start of turn.
Yeah, duration draw is like really, really important.
Yes.
Especially Haunted Woods. It's just such a strong attack.
What did I trash? Trash is copper. Yeah. Okay. Nothing scary then.
So they got a bunch of options here.
I think dismantle is the first thing you do. Vampire trashed. I think that seems odd at the first glance, but I think um,
That's the right play, I
it
think.
makes kind of you don't really need the bats. Ranger, okay. I can't blame the ranger because I was also going for it, but
I would honestly consider butchering the gold into maybe a province.
I think that's not crazy.
Well, you are ahead, so
Yeah,
I think that's not a bad play. Could also be not trash anything, but I think trashing the gold into province should be a good play here.
and would you? I think I would feed the cathedral now.
Yeah, I would definitely pick up some coppers now,
Yeah,
because with the duration draw, you're kind of likely to find copper anyway. It's kind of a rough decision here for willpower. What do you gain here? Like, what do you really want? Do you want
that's
another butcher probably? Butcher copper
um.
here.
I would honestly consider also dismantle.
Second dismantle.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe with the overdraw you get, it's probably
Yeah.
not that bad, yeah.
I mean, I feel like gaining duchies is not even a bad idea here at some point. Not yet, but at some point I feel like getting duchies could be nice. And as Lynette, I think you want some kind of you would have liked a butcher or dismantle there.
Yeah, for sure. They really miss something in the deck, I think. Butcher is definitely missing here.
Yeah.
And I would have probably top decked the Blessed Village, but yeah, they went way too hard on the villages. Like it's not that necessary here to have that much village, I think. But
I feel like if you have village, you have to justify it with butcher or dismantle.
yeah, 100% agree.
So I don't hate the kind of greedy village gaining, but wait, what? There's nothing here. Not even a farrier. So you don't get overdraw. Yeah, the spectator chat is also commentating on overdraw missing. I mean, not overdraw missing, that just draw in general missing.
Yeah, Lynette just got like 300 woods and is probably not drawing in the next turn. I think that's what Chai meant. I would have next turn this Wind's Gift, I think.
Yeah. I mean, Winskis doesn't look like it does a whole lot here, but even in the next turn.
Yeah, Willpower is already set up with their draw.
What's the score, by the way? Is it 4-0?
It's 4-0, yeah.
Okay.
It's set for Lynet.
Yeah. But I think the amount of games Lynette has played during the summer explains why I feel like right now he's lacking intuition a little bit on the board. So
Yeah,
I it's sad to see kind of Lynette not being as strong as he was some time ago, like not too long ago, but you can't
yeah.
prioritize Dominion your whole life. Also, Lynette said he felt lucky to get into D League, but I think at the time Lynette definitely was at that level, and now we'll see kind of if this was. I don't know if that bracket was especially tough now, but I think D definitely is already like quite
Yeah,
competitive.
that's a tough bracket he's in, I think. Soltroza is a
Yeah.
very good player who also plays in C League. Chai also does very well, and yeah, it's a really tough bracket. Can definitely get luckier, I think. But yeah. Is this already a pile out here?
Well, with all those blessed villages in hand, I think there is a pile out.
But on what? On Haunted Woods and Feria? Or
Yeah, I think so. You have a lot of buys.
Seems like they are
Getting
not
province
going for
does
it.
not seem like the play to me. I feel like you should first draw your deck and then kind of take a moment to look what you have, what possibilities you have, because
Yeah,
it's not easy to have dismantle and butcher in your hand with villages and no cards in your discard pile. You should definitely seize the opportunity. Nobody on the commentary has nobody has joined the commentary yet, but at least this is a duet because I would not be able to talk myself for over an over like 100 minutes.
yeah. It's often that happens to me very often when I'm doing self-commentary. I just don't know what to talk about at some point of the game.
Oh yeah.
Don't think we needed 300 words, but it's probably fine. Lynet's really in a tough spot here.
Yes.
What can he do for a comeback? Do you think he can come back here?
Um
Maybe pick up more
I think
Butcher?
it's harsh to pick out what?
More Butcher?
Yeah, I guess Butcher seems to be the way because gaining dismantled mid-turn is not great. It kind of takes the whole tempo away, but
Yeah.
I think having two dismantles in the deck is would be nice. There's one in the trash.
Yeah,
So
Lynet trashed this one. I think he had to
yeah,
trash it for with the Cathedral.
I think it definitely is not usually that strong of a card, but paired with a remodel variation, I think
Yeah,
it's great.
that's great, yeah. I do not get that Haunted
Yeah,
Woodsman.
I don't know either. But maybe you just double province and kind of hope for the best.
Yeah.
But now you could, I think Willpower might even have it in hand, the win.
Yeah, it's already in hand, like they can just
Yeah, now there's
butcher two
definitely one.
provinces, mill two provinces and buy a province.
Yeah,
They can even dismantle for duchies here, but that's not
yeah.
needed. Still, I
Oh yeah.
think
I
Willpower
feel
didn't or also didn't play this perfectly. They think I
yeah.
think they just could have gone for
Do you want to
more
play this
butcher.
kingdom after the commentary?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I've been talking so much
Maybe
critique about this game, so maybe I should show my um Afrig uh Afrig skills. To be fair, I did win all my games, but still I'm still commentating this D-League game from Afrig and criticizing the players.
yeah, well done by Willpower. And
Yeah.
we're going into the last game.
Would you like to? Oh, this is an exciting kingdom, definitely.
Yeah, this looks very exciting.
Do you think Fountain is going to be important,
No,
even
I
with the Alliance?
I honestly think Fountain is very weak. It's just, I think it's just important in very weak kingdoms when you have.
But there's Squire.
But yeah, just I'm personally not a believer in Fountain.
Okay. Yeah, I've never actually seen Fountain be good, but I feel like 15 points is a lot in some games.
Yeah, it definitely can turn the tides, and I've lost a few games because of Fountain, because like Sculptor gained a few coppers, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't think about Fountain. It can definitely do something, but with rope for thrashing and like Rise and this strong of an engine, I think it's
Yeah.
it won't come up.
I think from my point of view, I think the first priority is gaining first ropes, then stables and buried treasure, then province joust, and then rise.
That's
What do
for
you
sure
think?
an interesting order. I would like wait with the bird. I don't think buried treasure is that important here.
I
I think
feel
I
like it
would
could
go
be
for
nice for
ropes.
spiking province earlier.
Yeah, but hmm,
Yeah, maybe you're right about. Yeah, you definitely want a lot of stables because when you gain the province and joust, you want them to collide.
yeah. So for sure, rope is pretty good, and
Yeah, I wouldn't go too heavy on the trashing just so you can use stables and get province earlier. Because I think with with rise, the prizes definitely the rewards definitely do a lot here.
yeah,
But maybe I'm looking overlooking the combo. But one thing is clear, and it's that stables is strong here.
yeah. When is it not strong?
When money is not good. I mean,
Yeah.
if there's like souk or something like that.
Should Lynet take the province? Yeah, I don't think it's.
I don't think it's the right play.
Yeah, I think Joust
But
Rope
I think you
seems good.
for joust. Yeah,
Joust Rope.
yeah. I think if you hit that big of a number, then you definitely could go for the joust and prepare for getting a province. But based on this shuffle, I think Lynet made the right call. Now joust, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Another stables. So what's the kind of big goal for Lynet? I'm wondering that. What's the way he's going to improve his deck when he's hitting more than 5?
I don't know. Maybe they're just concerned about the draw, but I think
Yeah,
they got
could
enough
be.
draw here right
I think
now.
now definitely you want to. If you're not earlier, then this is the time to go for joust.
Yeah. I'm sorry for not talking that much.
No worries. I feel like it's nice that I get to speculate a lot and you kind of tell me if I'm right or wrong sometimes.
Yeah, after
I
after
don't
my
I don't get going for province first.
no, it does not make
Kind of
sense.
yeah, joust does something and province doesn't. Sometimes I do. province first if you're like really concerned about hitting 8, but
Yeah, yeah,
now I think
that
it's not
that
the
makes
case.
sense. Sometimes it makes sense to go for province first if you like think like, oh, I'm not hitting 8 again.
Stables in native village is actually really nice. Did you not know what was in there? I'm impressed.
What do you mean?
Put the stables that was on top of the deck, put it in
Oh,
the native village.
that's pretty nice, yeah. I still don't understand the native village in general. Like what terminal you don't play with a butcher yet?
Yeah, I think there's no reason for native village. There's no top decking, so I mean any kind of scry, or there could be scavenger, but you definitely don't want to do scavenger native village in the pseudo trash. Okay, so are you concerned about opponent hitting anything? Do you want to take the renown? Okay, we not take the renown.
Yeah, renown.
I
That's
mean you have
pretty good
rogues,
here.
so it makes sense.
I would have still liked something else a bit more, I think. I would have
Are you
liked Crown
sure?
here.
I mean,
Coronet,
yeah, Crown is amazing too.
especially if you really want to rise. But I don't think
Yeah,
it's like
and now
like
you
it's
go for
pretty
Rise.
expensive.
Okay, yeah, Province Chows it way better than Rise. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so therefore, do we even see a rise? Here's the question.
That would be sad if we didn't, because it would be so nice with the reward synergy and with the demean.
What do we have? We could have like a $5 rise, or like we have treasure. We have duration and action. That's not the greatest for rise. So I think it's probably not the best to do.
I mean, wait, is it? It's 5 types, right?
5 types. We got reward, duration, action, and treasure.
And victory.
Ah, and victory with the main, yeah.
Yeah, and I think you do go for the main because you already have the um.
The draw.
Yeah, you have the draw, and you have also um. Where
They set
is
aside
it in the
the
native village?
renown.
Is it
Yeah,
in the native village? Oh my
yeah.
god. That's a disaster.
That's pretty unfortunate, but I think
It
it
won't
won't
matter, yeah.
matter that
Now
much
I would
because
go for
Lynette is.
rice. I would honestly go for rice, but maybe that's just why, because I want to see the combo.
Yeah, me too. Willpower
Mogo
bottom
agrees
taking the province.
agrees with the rice, but I think having strong payload is really good when you already have bias and renown.
Lynette getting all the prices here.
Yeah, could you go for turnip perhaps?
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
I
draw is
probably would
draw
have.
is great with all the durations too. I mean,
We
yeah,
already
you
got
get
enough
everything, so
to.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, get every reward
You have a
here.
win in hand, so it doesn't
Yeah, you do.
matter too much. Yeah, I think it's fair for Lynet to play this out in the end because of kind of misfortune in the earlier games and
Yeah, oh, for
tough
sure.
scores. Okay,
So yeah, We got 5-1 result. Thanks
Yeah,
for
that's
commentating with me, Largaros.
likewise.
Do we stay in chat and play the kingdom again?
I would definitely like that.
Yeah, let's just then stay in chat, but I'm gonna stop the recording now.
Wouldn't
Oh,
it be nice for the video? You kind of can maybe timestamp it when it ends or something like that.
okay, I will leave it for the video. Then, yeah. So let's see. I will join your table. Or do
We can
we?
use this one if. Oh yeah, it's a league table.
Yeah,
Can I join your table? I don't know how to load the.
yeah, you can. But do you know how
While we make the
to?
kingdom, while we make the kingdom, can I? I'm going to message Lynet real quick.
For the game ID.
Oh yeah, I'm not good with game ID stuff.
I'm also not. I've never done. I've never like reloaded a game and played it against Reddington.
Can you hear the fly
What?
that was flying around by my computer?
No, I cannot hear it.
Okay. Okay, Lynet doesn't seem phased about the score. But yeah, Lynet definitely is the person who can take a loss with a good attitude.
Yeah.
Should we just go off by memory then?
Don't you have the game ID?
No.
Hmm. Yeah, what was the game like? Then let's do it by memory.
Should I ask Lynet?
Yeah, let's maybe you ask him. He definitely has the game ID, like it's in the league, the division. You can see it. League can maybe send you it, or maybe I ask him.
I'm sending a message right now.
Okay.
By the way, do you plan on filming videos when you're playing at the Kingdom Workshop tournament?
Definitely, yeah.
Can you remember which game it was? Was it game 5?
It was game 5, yeah.
Do you have a lot of plans for today?
No, I don't. I don't really. It's like there's a not a festival, but like in my village I'm living now, there's a fest, and maybe I'm going there, but I'm not sure. I don't like going out
Oh yeah,
anymore. I liked it a, a lot like a few years ago, but now I don't really like going for festivals and drinking and stuff.
yeah.
But maybe it's like in a forest and it's a cool festival, so maybe I will attend it. Oh, that's nice. I have the ID here. I think.
I've also thought about starting a YouTube channel, but I really don't know my way with the recording.
Yeah, I've had problems. I still have sometimes problems with it, but it's not that hard. You just download OBS and
Yeah, I
you
tried
just.
it with a tutorial, but I have MacBook because I got it free from my father because he got it from work.
Okay.
So
With
I
the
don't.
MacBook, it's not that easy, or
Yeah, I should
okay.
probably invest in a new computer. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
laptop. I don't
it's
want a
very
computer
expensive.
because I don't. I wouldn't do much besides Dominion with the computer because
Okay.
I want to be a teacher. So I I don't really have any kind of IT stuff going on or anything like that.
Okay. So I think we can already hop in. Oh,
Oh.
that was
Hey, should we play this one? This
that
looks
is
fun.
that is not the game we wanted, but
Shall we play this one?
yeah, let's do it, right? And I think I'm gonna stop the
Oh
recording
yeah.
now.
Oh yeah, you can